I got your retail. Now let me tell you what's going on with these AMC retail and all these wannabe YouTube lawyers now that are writing all these arguments but don't understand the rules, regulations, a policy. These are all different things. It's got nothing to do with the law equally to everybody, right? A law is something you have to obey whether you like it or not. It's a constitutional law, and if you break it, you'll be held on criminal charges, which criminal charges has a code to describe the crime that you committed. That's why retail gets upset when the Senate finds a company doing wrongdoing and the only thing they get is a fine. It's a violation, right? An infraction. That's the only thing they're entitled to get them, because it's not a constitutional law. It's not considered a crime. So they get fined billions. And to you, it's saying that the system is with them and they're breaking the law with them and doing wrongdoing to retail. But since I do research, yes, I do research, people, believe me. I don't talk out of my mouth just because I want to. I don't like to sarcastically bring information up so you just could view it, because I want you to learn something, at least get something out of the video, right? So there's the thing, right? Rules are not laws or regulations or policies. Those are something between you and the individual party. Like if you go to a hall, it got rules and policies that you gotta obey, you gotta attend to, or you could be escorted out or not allowed to participate because you gotta follow the rules. That's what is here. It's not a law that they told you, no, you can't come in because you broke the rules. You can't do nothing to them because that's not within their policy that you agree to follow. Right now, a law is something that is applied to everybody equally. So if they break a law that they deny you just because you was too short, too fat, too big, too stupid, too smart, now then they broke the law. Then you go apply the real law and file a criminal discrimination act, right? And the discrimination act has a code describing the crime that they committed. So regulations are not laws themselves, but are legal directive written to explain how to implement statutes of law. You understood that? Regulations are not law themselves. That's it. You got to know. Regulations are not laws. That's what they said. When they bring these companies up, they cannot charge them with a crime. It's just a violation of the regulations. So they get fined. They get fined millions. But retail thinks that they wrong themselves, that they in collude with the market makers and the insiders and all that. But it doesn't work like that, people. I told you. That's why I told you all the time, you got to understand the financial laws that you get into. So now the laws are also rules that govern everyone equally. See, this is a different part. Laws are also rules that govern everyone equally. So the law is equally for everybody. It doesn't matter if you agree or not. It's applied to you equally. Just because you say, oh, this guy killed and he's getting away with it, no. He cannot kill and get away with it because the law applies to everybody. Just because he wants to kill, you don't want to kill, it doesn't make a difference. Killing is a crime. Whether you defend yourself or not, it's going to become a crime against you. So now, let me explain the difference between regulations and a law that's a constitutional for everybody equally. Laws are also rules that govern everyone equally, while regulations only affect those who deal directly with the agency who is enforcing them. You understood that? AMC retail, why you're not being successful of suing the people you're accusing of doing wrongdoing to you, because it's not a constitutional law. When you join the platform, you join as a regulation, as a rule or policy. So these things only issue out summonses, right? Not criminal charges, just violations. So they violated a policy, a regulation, or rule. So they get fined for that, for their wrongdoing. So I gotta read it again for y'all don't understand. They got maggots in your brains and don't think right. Laws are also rules that are govern everyone equally, while regulations only affect those who deal directly with the agency who is enforcing them. I'm sure you got that already, right? So what I'm saying, right? Rules, regulations, and policy don't go hand in hand with the constitutional law. Those are just violations. When you violate something, is that you don't follow the rules of the policy or the regulations. So you could either get kicked out, not allowed to participate in certain things. And if you break the law, well, you get a citation, you get a fine, so you got to pay a fine, but it's not a criminal charge. It's not a penal code, right? I'm sure you know what's a penal code. Better ask Common Sense Investor out from Boston or Donahue George. Maybe they can help you with that if you don't understand what's the difference between policy and the law. So that's what I got for you people. If you understand that, get it to your empty skull head and follow the policy of the platform. Else, you're in the wrong side of history, people. You're not gonna win. You just keep making yourself look dumber and dumber every time you come up crying and bitching about the stock market doing wrong to you. And with that, people, I'll let you go and you think about that.